Okay, not sure if let's see who's on. Hi, everybody. If you can hear me, just comment really quick in the chat box. Hopefully you can hear me. We're super excited. Hi, Serena. Welcome. So who's excited to hear about the Cozumel trip? I'm super excited. And really quick before we get into that, first of all, I've got Crystal Jones, who is an exclusive Green Stamps presenter on the call, and she's going to help me. I am in my boys' room. So dinosaur decor, yes. But first, before we get into the trip, just a little bit of housekeeping. So some exciting things that are going on right now. First, one second. Okay, Crystal's having a little bit of issues getting on, so that's okay. We'll talk until she gets on. A couple things to know about. So first of all, with the company, so February 1st is the launch into France. That's very, very exciting. So if you are wanting to expand your business internationally, I feel like France is going to be a really great opportunity. Definitely if you speak French, you have a huge advantage. So if you need any help with that, let me know. But that is February 1st. The exact time that France can sign up, you can actually find out all the information in your back office. So if you go to your back office and company news, there's a section just for France. So it's awesome. It's updated. They have information about the VDI, which is the company tax information. They have to register with the government. It's a little bit different in the US, so it's good to know. Okay, the other awesome thing is convention. So we're going to talk about convention every single team call because convention is amazing and you definitely want to be there. So the early bird pricing for convention ends February 15th. Yay, Crystal's on. Hi. They extended it, you guys. That's awesome. It was supposed to end on January 15th, and now it goes through February. So that's fantastic. So you have a little bit more time to get things going. Telling someone to stop messaging me. Okay, so convention's amazing, you guys. It's the #1 investment you can make in your business. Like, it's just hands down nothing better that you can do for your business. So if you haven't registered yet, definitely plan on it. We will have like hotel rooms figured out. We coordinate together. We stay together. We try to meet up together at the event. So it's a ton of fun and very valuable for your business. What else? Oh my gosh! And then the cruise. Yay! So the cruise incentive period has already started. So we're going to go over all the details. So I will turn it over to Crystal. Crystal, I'm going to turn it over to you, and she is going to talk about everything you need to know on how to get to the cruise, what the points, how that all works out. And then after she's done, I'll talk about breaking that down into daily, monthly actions. So Crystal, you want to take over?
Sure. Hi. Oh my God. I'm so sorry. I wasn't getting any info at first. So I'll go ahead and share my screen in a second. All right, so can you guys see that?
Not yet. Oh, wait, there we go.
Okay, so you can see the Cozumel cruise then. Okay, we're gonna go with a yes then, unless I hear otherwise. All right, so this is, yeah, Cozumel cruise and how we're gonna get there. We're gonna get there through points, and that's basically how, okay, so that's how we're gonna get there, is through points, and I'll break them down here in just a little bit. So I'm gonna put that away. All right, so the cruise will be a 4-night cruise from October 20th until October 24th. And we are going to be going to Cozumel, Mexico. Oh, my computer's being a little bit slow, so give me a second. Last year, I was on the cruise with Michelle. There were quite a few other people in our team who were on it. I know Holly Brown was on it, Brenly Duncan was on it, Ashley Mosier, Riley was on it. There's quite a few people. If I missed you, I'm so sorry. But this was our big group picture for the boat. I don't know where Michelle is on it, but my husband and I are right here. I can always pick him out because he's really tall and really big. but we were right up there. But that was our big picture. That was a lot of fun to take. We had to take it 3 or 4 times. So there's going to be 5 levels of prizes that we're going to be able to earn. Each of these levels you're going to be able to earn with a certain amount of points. But one of the great things about these levels, so let's say that you earn level 3. That means that not only do you earn level 3, you also earn level 2, level 1, and all the way down. So that's really one of my favorite things about our level of prizes. The first year that I joined in April, and the cruise ended in May, so I only had 1 month to try and earn it. And then it was either you earned the cruise or you didn't. It didn't have the different levels in it. And then the second year, last year when I earned the cruise, it had the different levels in it, which was a lot of fun. Our first level last year was actually 3 catalogs, or no, it was a stack of 10 catalogs, sorry. Corporate basically listened to us and decided that we get YCash this time. So our first level at 10,000 points is $25 in YCash, 25 US dollars in YCash. Level 2 at 15,000 points is $75 US YCash. Level 3 is the amazing makeup trunk, which I can't even explain to you guys how amazing this thing is. It's absolutely fabulous, and it's so big and holds so much, and it really garners people's attention. I know when I walk around with it, people are like, hey, what's in there? Hey, what do you have? So I adore my makeup trunk. Level 4 is 25,000 points, and not only is that going to be earning yourself a ticket, but we get a +1 this year for just that. Last year, it was just the 25,000 points was just for ourselves, and then the next level above that was for ourselves and +1, and then we got a surprise, and anybody who earned the 25,000 points actually got a +1 last year as well. So this year they changed it, and like, we're just going to start off with that. Level 5 is 40,000 points, and that is $150 onboard stateroom credit. I know that doesn't sound like a lot. I know when I first, if I hadn't gone on the cruise, I'd have been like 150. Yay! I'm going to spend a whole bunch of other money on it too. But let me tell you, that $150 is actually really, really huge credit, because you can use it for food, you can use it for drinks, you can use it for when you go off the boat. There's little like adventures that you can do. You can use it for that. Last year, my husband and I went ziplining through the jungle of Jamaica. And that within itself was probably around $80 to $90 per person. So that would have been our adventure right there. So it's actually really, really amazing. I'm really excited about that one. So how do we earn these points? It's actually really simple. Unique has broke it down so simply for us that as long as you're working your business and helping others promote, you're going to earn the cruise. I mean, just by earning your business or working your business and promoting up the ranks. So we get 1 point per every dollar of PRS that we have. That's first and foremost. And then whatever rank we are at, we also get points for that as well. So pink is 1,000 points, blue is 2,000, green is 3,000, orange is 3,500, purple's 4,500, black is 5,000, black status level 1 is 6,000, and black status level 2 is 7,000. Now, if that wasn't enough points or enough chances to earn those points, we also get points on our first level promotions as well. And what they mean by first level promotions is anybody that you have sponsored, when they recruit up, or when they, not recruit, but when they promote up, you will get points for that as well for the first time that they promote. So pink is 250, blue 500, green 750, and so on and so forth. Basically how that breaks down is that, let's say you sponsored Jenny, and Jenny is currently yellow, and she hits pink in February. Then you are going to get that 250 points. Let's say in March, she is still pink. you won't get those 250 points. She will get her 1,000 points for her paid rank, but you won't get that 250 points for her maintaining her rank. In order for you to get those extra points, she's going to have to hit blue in March. So this is for the first time that they hit that promotion only. So let's say somebody has already hit green, but they've been being paid as blue. Let's say they were paid blue in January, and then they were paid green in February. But they had already hit green in December. You won't get those green points, those first-time promotion points of green. So that's just kind of how that works. And I know I kind of came in late, and I came in with Michelle talking about convention. We also get 1,000 bonus points for registering for convention, which is huge for us because not only are we getting points that's going to earn the cruise, but convention itself is just us moving forward in our business. So it's a win-win situation for us. I know this isn't really about convention, but trust me, if you are really serious about your business, you are going to want to be at convention. Plus, as extra bonus points for January, all PRS that we have for January is going to count for points as well. Again, it's $1 PRS per point. So if you have $500 PRS for January, you are going to get 500 points for January for the cruise. So as an example, if you have $1,000 PRS right now, you're going to get 1,000 points. And then if you've registered for convention, you're already sitting at 2,000 points. And we haven't even started the status from the February to May that we're earning points. So that's huge. That's beyond huge. You're starting with a leg up on that. So let's talk about how this breaks down a little bit. So let's say you are yellow status right at this moment, and you're saying, okay, but I'm yellow status. How in the heck am I going to get on this cruise? This is a really good breakdown. So you register for convention. There's your 1,000 points. You have 5,000 PRS for February, March, April, and May, and June. So it's 5,000 times 5, which gives you 25,000 points. So you've just earned a total during the process that we're earning this of 26,000 points. There's your trip for 2 right there. So how do you earn this? You can earn this a variety of ways, which Michelle will kind of go over after I go over the points a little bit. But if you do an average online party of about $200 PRS, and you do about 25 online parties a month or 6 parties a week, that's going to get you that 5,000. Or an average home party, which traditionally brings in more PRS. You do 10 home parties a month. That's about 25 parties a week. Or sorry, 2.5 parties a week. Again, that's going to get you your 5,000 PRS. Another way, if you are yellow, is, again, convention, except instead of doing $5,000 PRS for that month period, for the February, March, April, May, and June, you do 250,000. You then promote to pink for February, March, so that gives you your 1,000 times 2, which is $2,000 or 2,000 points. You get paid at blue for April and May. There's 2,000 times 2, it's 4,000. And then you promote to green for June. That's another 3,000. That gives you 22,500 points. And in the process of getting to green, of course, your presenters underneath you are going to be promoting as well. So that gives you, if you just as an example, you promote 2 presenters to blue, 500 times 2, 1,000. Promote 6 presenters to pink, 250 times 6, 1,500. Bam, you've just earned your trip for 2. The easiest way possible to earn this trip, bare bones, is to promote and to get your girls underneath you to promote. Get with them, set up their goals, because if they're promoting, you're promoting, and then you're all going to make it on the cruise. And let me tell you, having your teammates there is one of the most amazing things to have there. So again, just another way for yellow status to get on the ship. You know, you got your convention registration. You just break it down. If you do less PRS, you essentially need to have more people promote. And that's how that kind of breaks it down. So if you're not somebody that is a big high PRS number per month, that's okay. Don't worry about it. Then you just need to focus on either bringing more people into your team or working with the ones that you already have to get them to promote. So it's just on how you want to play it, how the numbers work for you. So just make a goal and set to it. So pink status, same thing. Convention. Convention is, in my opinion, going to be key for all of this, but that's just my personal opinion. Obviously, you can earn it without going to convention, but if you're working your business, that means you're serious about your business, which means you really should be at convention because that's where all the great information is. So $250 PRS, February, March, April, May, June. You know, you paid at pink, February, March, paid at blue, April, May. All of that breaks down, or paid at green in June, breaks down to 22,500 points. Promote 2 presenters to blue, promote 10 presenters to pink. Bam, you've got your trip. So, and a lot of this is just going to be the same thing. It's just about figuring out where you're at, figuring out who you need to get to the next ranks and how much you need to do in PRS as well. So blue status, same thing. Convention, 1,000. 2,000 PRS, February, March, April, May, June. There's your 10,000 points right there. Paid as blue, February, March, April, 6,000 points. Paid as green, May, June. Gives you 6,000 points right there as well. 2,300 points. Promote 2 presenters to blue. There's your 1,000 points. Promote 4 presenters to pink. There's your 1,000 points. Again, blue status. This actually is a trip for 2 plus the onboard credit. And this is actually just going to show you how easy it is for, if you're working your business, to even get to the top rank of it. So again, $1,000 convention, 3,000 PRS, February, March, April, May, June. 2,000 paid as blue for February, 3,000 paid as green for March, April, 6,000 for that. Paid at orange for May and June, get 7,000 for that. 3,100 points. Promote 1 presenter to green, 750 points. 6 presenters to blue, 3,000 points. 21 presenters to pink, 7,350. A trip for 2, and then you get your $150 onboard credit. I know these numbers sound like big, huge numbers, but I promise you, they do add up, and they add up fast, and they add up very, very quick. That was one thing last year that I found, is that they actually added up a lot faster than I even thought myself they would. Again, if you're already green, convention, paid as green, promote to orange, 22,000. If you're promoting to orange, obviously you're going to have a presenter that promoted to green. There's your 750 right there. Promote 2 of your personally sponsored presenters to blue, 1,000, 250, times 5, which is the 5 presenters you promote to pink, 1,250, and you've earned your trip for 2. So the big thing on this is I can break this down 100 different ways, 100,000 different ways. It's all a matter of what your aim is, what your goal is. So if you want to be black by the end of June, then figure out what your points are going to be by promoting that, and then figure out who your presenters are going to be that are going to help you get there. Who you're going to help get there as well, because if you're getting there, people are coming along with you, because we don't succeed in this company without others succeeding as well. So we've already went over, again, what our personal, but for this as an example, promote 2 presenters to green. There's 1,500 points right there. 8 presenters to blue, 4,000 points. 16 presenters to pink, 4,000 points. One of the other things that I want to point out on this as well is that when you're doing this much PRS, when you're doing this 2,500 PRS for these months, or when you're doing, if you go up here, that $1,000 PRS, you're going to be bringing people in sponsoring as well. Because in order to do that, you're working your business. People are seeing what you're doing, and they're saying, hey, tell me how you're doing that. So even if you don't have, as an example for orange status, even if you don't have those 12 presenters on your team right now, don't worry. even by just working your own PRS, you're going to be bringing people in and helping them promote. So orange status, convention, 500 times 5 for PRS, February, March, April, May, June, 2,500. Paid as orange, 17,500 equals 21,000. And so on and so forth. So I don't have to go and read every single one of these, but I'll kind of let you guys, look at them here a little bit. That way you kind of know how these break down. One of the things that I did want to share with everyone as well is when the process started last year, I had turned green, and then I had not hit green the entire time that we were trying to earn the trip. And I was only paid on blue the entire time. But I got a lot of my points from PRS and a lot of my points from my people, from my girls underneath me promoting as well. So even if you're not hitting purple status and you're not getting the points for purple status, even if you're just helping presenters underneath you promote and you're selling yourself, you're still going to get there. And I actually earned it with points to spare, essentially. Obviously, when you get up into the higher ranks with black status, it's a little easier to earn, but they still have to work as well. No matter what status you're at, the key to earning this trip is helping your girls promote. So yeah, that's kind of the breakdowns that I have. I'll kind of turn this over to Michelle now. And she's going to help show you guys how to get this PRS and help to get these presenters and get them to where they need to go as well, so they can earn those points.
Hey, thanks, Crystal. And like Crystal said, there's several different ways you can do this. So we just put some examples. I'll have that PDF on our group, so if you want to look at it. But yellow, I mean, gosh, there could be like 20 different ways that you can earn the trip. So it just depends. Do you want to sell? Do you want to build a business? Do you want to build a team? Because obviously if your goal is to get to green by May, that's going to help you earn the trip, because you're going to be promoting yourself and promoting people underneath you. So I have a PowerPoint too. So we're going to go over just a little bit of the day, the planning. Okay, so if I want to sell, how am I going to do that? Okay, some tips to do that. So give me just a second. I know it's going to go crazy for it really quick. Okay, hopefully you guys can see that. If you can't, maybe Crystal can message me. So first of all, you guys excited? Like, Cozumel is beautiful. I haven't actually been to Cozumel. I've been south of Cancun in the Maya Riviera, and it was beautiful there too. So I'm excited. But I have heard Cozumel is just wonderful and gorgeous and nice beaches. So I'm pretty excited. Okay, so like Crystal said, she went over the numbers. All right, so yellow, how much you need to sell; pink, how much you need to sell. And like I said, we'll make that PDF available. But it really comes down to filling your calendar. And I've been doing direct sales for, gosh, 8 years now in a party plan company. And it really is about filling your calendar. I always knew if my calendar was filled, that any incentive the company was doing, and our company did incentives a little bit differently, but any incentive the company was doing, I would earn some part of that because I was working my business consistently each and every month. One thing that you need to know that you can't do is wait until April, May, or May, June and be like, shoot, I want to get on the boat. Like, you have to work it consistently from now through May and June. It has to be the plan for your business, okay? So the real key for selling and sponsoring is getting in front of as many people as you can with the product and opportunity. Whether that's in person, whether it's online, you can kind of design your business the way you want to, but get in front of as many people as you can, okay? So I like the number 8, all right? And you'll see what I mean. If you focus on 8 every single month, and again, you customize it to what you like to do or what you feel your strengths are, or what you're comfortable with, your schedule, whatever, you're going to have success in this business. And I feel very strongly about that, okay? So let's talk about what that means. It means 8 sales events every month. Okay, what is a sales event? Okay, these are events that you are being proactive with your sales. Okay, we will talk about attraction marketing on the next slide, but I I want to talk about things that you can do to bring sales to you, okay? So parties, this is online parties or home parties. I feel very strongly that should be the main part of your business, okay? Online parties, why are parties such a great part? Why does Party Plan work so well? Well, we all have a limited number of circles. We all have a limited number of friends and family that can purchase from us, support us, all that kind of stuff, right? If you had a local restaurant, you could not survive on just serving your friends and family. And your makeup business is going to kind of be the same way, unless you're a hobbyist, and that's totally fine. You know, if you just want to sell to your family and friends, great, but it won't earn you the cruise. So we're going to be really matter of fact here, okay? Because you're on this because you want to earn the cruise. So parties help you get outside of your circle. Yeah, you might start with people that you know and ask them to be hostesses, but guess what? They're going to invite their friends that you've never met. I remember my last business, I only did home parties, by the way. I didn't do any online parties. And I'm very quiet. I'm very quiet. I'm very reserved. I'm definitely a little bit more on the shy side. So when I started my other business, I knew nobody, you guys. I didn't know a single person. The way I got parties was I had conversations out of my house. I would go to the park and I wouldn't come home until I talked to 3 people. That's what I did. And because I started doing parties, by the time I finished that business, I had hundreds of customers of people that I never knew before I started the business. It was actually really fun because I suddenly had all these friends and people that I had relationships with, okay? So that's what's so great about parties. So if you're struggling of, you know, I'm keep going back to my friends and my family, parties will be the solution for that. The other really great thing about parties is you are training new presenters, okay? You are going to find people in your parties that say, this is fun, this is easy, I can do this. And guess what? They're going to hold parties because you just trained them on how to hold parties. They just went to a party. So parties are a great way to meet presenters and to train presenters, okay? So you go back to every hostess, every customer and say, hey, you know, guess what? This is really what I do for my business. Look how fun this is. Have you ever thought about doing it? Okay, so parties should be your main thing, okay? But what if you have a month where you only have 2 parties booked? Should you just say, well, I'm only doing parties and nothing else? No, of course not. You're going to fill in with the rest of your month. You're going to do one-on-ones, okay? Maybe you have some vendor events that are coming up. I know for me, if I ever have slow months, I schedule open houses at my house, or you can do them regularly. I know Jen Zucker does regular monthly things for her customers, and she does themed parties like brows and brownies or lucky lips, you know, fun things like that. Maybe fundraisers are part of your business plan. So my suggestion is to think of 8, plan your month around 8 things. Hopefully most of those are going to be parties. Now, if you want to just do online parties, you want to run at super speed, I've talked to several different leaders and they all say that they suggest holding at least 5 parties at a time if you're doing online parties. You want to be a little bit slower, maybe you're going to fill in with other things, then hold 3 at a time, okay? That ensures that if you have a couple of online parties that aren't so great, because we all do, you're still going to be good, okay? Now let's talk about attraction marketing, okay? Because attraction marketing is a great part of our business, but I'm going to tell you, for most people, it is not the main part of their business, okay? It is a side thing because attraction marketing takes time. I know I'm benefiting now from things I did 6-7 months ago because I'm consistent, okay? So attraction marketing is something you also want to be doing on the side. So it's about being consistent and building your brand. So you can do attraction marketing, Facebook and Instagram, right? That's your social. That's where you're projecting who you are, being positive, okay? And you can post there once a day. Once a day about unique, definitely. And that doesn't mean you have to be like, buy unique. So maybe post something where like snapshot of the webinar tonight. Man, our team webinar is so excited about earning the trip, you know? Something like that. You don't even have to say unique. Take a picture of the park and say my office for the day. Or you can't do income claims, but there's a lot of different things you can post, okay? Maybe your part of your branding business plan is to do videos on YouTube and Periscope. I know that's been huge for Crystal Smart and several other presenters, okay? Selfies and videos, okay? Maybe every day you're not taking a makeup picture, but every once in a while your friends want to see you with the products, okay? How to, things like that. Pinterest. So you don't have to do everything, but decide on something to do for attraction marketing, okay? But, okay. And then what if you're stuck? What if you're like, okay, Michelle, I know I want to do parties and everyone tells me parties are so great, but I'm struggling with getting those parties. I would say that booking parties is probably the number one frustration that I hear sometimes from people. And then second would be sponsoring. I'm telling you, if you're booking parties and selling, the sponsoring will come, but booking parties, right? So you got to get really stubborn, you guys. You got to get stubborn and determine, like, I'm going to book so many parties and I'm going to keep asking until I get them. And for me, I like to have this abundance mentality. So if I ever get frustrated or I think, man, maybe, people aren't booking parties anymore, they don't want to do parties, I look at what other presenters are doing. And I look at Carrie Lewis Newton, who had 14 parties going on this weekend. And that reminds me that, yes, people are booking parties. I just need to keep asking. So throw yourself a booking blitz, an hour where you just do nothing but contact people about parties. Get a couple of other presenters together and do a challenge with each other. You don't have to wait for your team or upline to throw up, a challenge together. Do it yourself, get together, and have a fun reward for whoever books the most. Turn your one-on-ones into a party. I just was messaging with Crystal before the call, and she says that's what she does a lot. So she'll meet with somebody one-on-one, but then she'll either suggest, like, before the one-on-one, hey, why don't you bring a friend over? Basically, can turn it into a party, instant party. Or after they've met with you and they see how fun you are and how casual it is and how great the products are, you can say, hey, we should totally set up a party for you, okay? Create a link for every customer. I know a lot of presenters that do this, and some of you may feel like this is a little bit bold, but hear me out. If you have someone that comes to you that says, hey, I want to purchase that new awesome, BB cream that I keep seeing about, you can say, that's great. And then create a link under their name, okay, and send them that link and say, you know what, I went ahead and just created a link for you. That way you can add your order there, and it already is going to contribute toward rewards. So if you have anybody else that you want to, you don't have to share it, but if you have anyone else that you think would like to purchase, all you need is this much more in any orders, and it'll get you free product. I mean, why not? And then maybe a couple days later, if you see like an order come in, you can even go back to them and say, this is going really well. What would you think about just, making a group so you can tell your friends about it? Okay. 100 no's. Hey, you guys, it's totally a numbers game in direct sales. You got to understand that. So sometimes it's just a matter of talking to enough people. So make a goal of getting 100 people to tell you no. Okay. Have conversations in person. I'm telling you, that's what I did with my last business. It still works. I know we do so much online, but it still works. Birthday bashes. I love this idea by Micah Jensen of going to people on Facebook, seeing who has their birthday coming up and saying, oh my gosh, it's going to be your birthday. Guess what? I do birthday bashes. Let's get you some free product for birthday. Okay. If your calendar is totally empty, think about offering product for booking a party. I mean, it's optional. It does come out of your pocket, but if it will help you get going, it might be worth that investment. Okay. Make sure you're not asking people. Don't beg for parties. Tell them, hey girl, we totally need to set up a party for you. Let's get this link going. Okay. And then go through it. Make sure you've gone through all your friends on Facebook, don't ask other unique presenters or anything like that. But maybe if you don't have a lot of friends, especially, this might be even easier, but make a little file. Who do you have that you're connected with on Facebook, and have you asked them yet? Okay, I'm going to be putting up this little success sheet on our team group. It's going to basically have something for you to plan. If you like to write things down, you don't have to use this or anything like that. We have some other Excel spreadsheets too. I like to write it out. So this has a place for actions and results, okay? So actions would be those sales events, okay? And make a goal. How many sales events am I going to hold in January? We're almost over January, but why not? February, March, April, May, June, okay? How many online parties? How many home parties? Figure out what your business plan is going to look like before the month even starts. And then you have a place to write down your results. Okay, so February. The other thing I like about this too is you can see a correlation. So February, if you did 2 online parties, 2 home parties, 3 one-on-ones, and your PRS was 2,000, okay, I know what worked. I can do that again in March if I want 2,000. So that's the nerdy scientist in me. I love seeing here's the actions, here's the results, okay? So I've got 4 tips I want to share with you guys, and then we'll go ahead and finish up, all right? My first tip, and I feel very strongly about this, don't wait for the sales to come to you, go get the sales. So that's why I really suggest that attraction marketing is on the side of what you do, because that is not, you can't really control that very much. You can't control when people are going to come to you. Yes, you will have people come to you and it's important, but it takes time. And it's if you're a brand new presenter, you may not have time to wait for people to start coming to you, okay? So go get the sales. Make your plan and go get them, okay? Second tip is it's all about attitude, you guys. I want you to visualize the success. So what does that mean? You guys write it out on a piece of paper. Like, I will be on the cruise. Print off a picture, a photograph of Cozumel. Print off a picture of you and put it on the photograph and put it on your bathroom mirror. And every day say something positive. I'm awesome. I'm amazing. I'm totally going to earn this trip. I'm so excited. Okay. Invest in self-development, you guys. Read books, watch YouTube videos, invest in positive affirmations. It totally works. We kind of already said this, but focus on the actions, okay? If you're just focused on, oh my gosh, I need 5,000 points this month, 5,000 points this month, 5,000 points this month, you might get frustrated, okay? Focus on the actions. I need 8 sales events, okay? I need to book 5 parties. Whatever your action plan is, that will be the most helpful. And make small goals that you know you can achieve. So for example, okay, instead of saying, like some of you, if I told you you need to have 10 online parties, you might get really like overwhelmed. I don't know, 10 parties, holy cow, I'm struggling with just getting 1 or 2 or whatever. So make a goal that you are 90 to 100% sure that you can accomplish within a specific amount of time. For example, I can say I am 90 to 100% sure that I can talk to 25 people this week and invite them to host a party. That is something that I can control. I can check that off, and it's doable. Now, if I said, I'm going to talk to 200 people this week, you know what? Am I really going to do that? Probably not. So don't set yourself up for something that you know you're not most likely to do. Do a small goal that you are 90 to 100% sure that you're going to accomplish, and you're going to feel so great when you accomplish that it's going to drive you to make that next goal. And I think, oh, yes, the cruise. So that's it. That's my goal, you guys. That's my whole presentation here. The cruise, it's amazing. You guys want to be on there? Yes. So who's excited? So we went over just a little bit. I was trying to keep this to a half hour. So I'm gonna post all this stuff on our group. I'll actually post this PowerPoint too, so you can go back through the tips and everything. And cruises are so much fun, you guys. I think I've been on 7 company trips. I'm slightly addicted. Like, I won't miss. Experiences are something that just totally it drives me for my business, and I love being part of that. So, all right. Thank you, Crystal. Thanks so much for being on.
Thank you. Oh, as the husband's copy. Thank you.
Okay. All right, everybody. Have a great night. Bye.